Star Wars: Fall of an Empire. What if I told you that the boys and girls at Disney were secretly working on a Star Wars animated series with the same animation art style as Star Wars: The Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, but whose story would solely focus on a young Luke Skywalker and his adventures that took place in between both films, Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back and Star Wars: Return of the Jedi? How would that make you feel? Would that make you excited? Would that instill in you new hope for Disney Star Wars? Well, unfortunately, that is not happening. Even though I truly believe something like that would bring Disney Star Wars so much success and recognition, because Star Wars: The Clone Wars was such an amazing cartoon series that had such in-depth storytelling and enriched the characters of Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and even made way for even new enriching characters like Ahsoka. It really did help with my love of the prequel series, because before the cartoon series, I always felt like they were, okay. But after watching the cartoon, really getting to explore Anakin as his heroic self before his fall, it really did add the tragedy of him eventually becoming Darth Vader. And, of course, what would lead to Order 66 and the fall of the Jedi. But, yeah, Rebels continued this great storytelling with new characters that we didn't know, but they allowed us to naturally get to know and get to love, like Ezra Bridger and the crew that became his family. And I want that type of in-depth storytelling with Luke Skywalker, which we already did get with the original trilogy, but we can get more of, to better understand Luke's adventures in between both of those films, when he was not yet strong enough to take down Darth Vader, to when he was after the training with Yoda, but instead of striking his father down, he forgave him, which ultimately led to Darth Vader betraying the Emperor and defeating Lord Palpatine. Like, I want to see more of those stories, not just in a comic book fashion of a Star Wars Legends comic book run that was made non-canon by Disney. Like, I want to see it animated. I want to see the adventures fully explored with not just the action, but with the dynamic between all of the characters. I know Han would still be, out of commission, and Leia would eventually become taken as a slave, sold as a slave, but, I want to see, who Luke ends up, training with other than Yoda, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff you can explore. Like, maybe Yoda sent him on a couple of quests to better help his training, and, there's a lot of stuff that they can do. So I feel like, yeah, do it as a cartoon. Call it Star Wars: The Fall of an Empire. Make it maybe 2 to 3 seasons long, maybe even longer if it's really good. But those are just my thoughts. If you liked it, like, share, subscribe, and follow, as well as comment down below your thoughts on what cartoon series you would rather prefer Star Wars make. And yeah, ring that notification bell for more Star Wars videos like this. Until the next one, may the Force be with you and stay great.